Larry Fink is one of the kings of finance. If Larry Fink says, hey, I think this has got a shot, people are going to listen.
Larry Fink's BlackRock and Fidelity now own a combined 402,000 plus BTC.
So what's interesting is the messenger really matters. There's things that Bitcoiners have been saying for 10, 15 years, but now all of a sudden when it comes from Larry Fink, it has a different weight to it.
In fact, the herd is coming. The third largest Bitcoin holder, presumed to be Robinhood, just bought over 700 more Bitcoin before the halving in 15 days. Scarcity intensifies.
Yeah.
And so I think that we should only continue to see the traditional finance folks kind of take those same talking points and repeat them in different mediums.
And maybe this isn't Robinhood. This is unconfirmed, but point is, Bitcoin whales aren't selling into this price action. Bitcoin whales are buying. And as if on cue, following BlackRock, Morgan Stanley wants to be the first US brokerage to fully approve Bitcoin ETFs for advisors, to proactively offer it to any client. Bitcoin ETFs are currently available at Morgan Stanley to high net worth clients only, but cannot be offered unsolicited. Morgan Stanley, who has a huge client base, now wants to open this up to everyone.
You know, it's like every parent knows that, right? You can tell your kid something over and over again, and Taylor Swift says it, then it's right. Okay, let's put up this chart.
And it should be noted that we're now over 4%. The United States Bitcoin ETFs currently hold 4.25% of the total circulating BTC supply. This is Wall Street right now. As BTC is dipping, the ETFs are buying. And before we talk altcoin news, it should be noted that Bitcoin surged 91% in the 51 days after the ETF approvals. How high could BTC go if this momentum continues? If Bitcoin continues this trajectory after the halving in April, it will hit $116,000 per coin by the 10th of May. And there's a risk we dip again, but the risk to reward is unprecedented.
Risk-reward ratio, folks, this is gonna blow your mind because you're going to see a lot of dots, a lot of bubbles up there, all confusing, except look at the top corner, right? Look at the top right corner up there all by itself. That's Bitcoin. The rest of those bubbles all jammed up, that's all the other assets, risk versus reward. So what does that tell you? Like, does it mean, to me, it means, okay, it still may be volatile, right? In the last 11 years, number one asset 8 times, the worst 3 times.
Yes.
So buckle up, boys and girls, but you want to be there?
So if you go back over 10 years now, Bitcoin's compound annual growth rate for a decade is 60% or higher. And so when you look at that, you say to yourself, okay, obviously it is going up in price. But the question is, if you're building a portfolio, the average investor is not going to go put 100% of their portfolio in one asset like Bitcoin.
Right.
Instead, what they want to do, as we've seen through various portfolio constructions, et cetera, is you want to take a couple non-correlated assets, put them together, and then have a portfolio that should do well over time. Bitcoin tends to be very low correlation or no correlation to traditional assets. It goes up a lot. It is volatile along the way. And so the key thing with Bitcoin is if you think that you're going to speculate or you're going to gamble or you're going to trade this thing, you probably aren't going to do so hot. But if you can simply learn to just buy an asset, hold it for the long term, Bitcoin's been very good to those investors, and I think that it'll continue to do that.
Now, if Bitcoin were to dip, and this is one thing to note before we talk about XRP, is that funding rates, near record high funding rates, suggest that Bitcoin pullback is not over. The recent dip in price doesn't appear to have dented optimism from traders betting on a continued bull run, because the last time we saw funding rates this high was back in April of 2021. And despite the dip, despite Bitcoin hitting a record high of $73,500 about 3 weeks ago, and then quickly correcting down to $61,000 area, this should have reset the leverage, cleared us out. So the speculators are overwhelmingly bullish. Will we see a correction like back in 2021? Time will tell. Of course, the last time that happened in 2021, Bitcoin did not have any ETFs. And breaking, Ripple to launch US dollar stablecoin aims to compete with USDT and USDC. This will be issued on the XRP ledger because, according to Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz, plans for the stablecoin will initially be issued on the XRP ledger and the Ethereum blockchain. And in a direct quote, what will be the ticker? Well, it's funny that the question you ask, we don't have an answer to yet. What's the ticker going to be? And what are we going to call it? you're just going to have to call it the Ripple stablecoin for now. So maybe USDX or USD XRP. But Ripple has been toying with the idea of launching a stablecoin for over a year. It's finally happening. And pinning that the stablecoin market's current value is around $150 billion today, Schwartz says, we think the market will be over $2 trillion by 2028, and there's only 2 market leaders. We don't think it's a winner-take-all ecosystem, particularly on the DeFi side. I actually think this is a really smart move, only because stablecoin, the trend, stablecoin, the industry, that trend is here to stay, and Ripple wants their piece. Wormhole just launched a token via Airdrop. So this is an interoperability cross-chain protocol. I didn't get any coins. I wish I did. You would have had to have interacted with the protocol. But cross-chain bridge Wormhole has initiated an airdrop for early users to claim over 617 million tokens of their newly issued governance token, W. And 617 million tokens, how much of the supply was that? The tokens released represented 6% of the total supply, and this was initially launched on Solana and will be natively issued on Ethereum and Layer 2 networks at a later date. And I have started farming an airdrop. Guys, I've started farming Limewire tokens. We'll let you know how it goes. And while I hope to put out a dedicated video of just farming opportunities, maybe a top 8, top 10, on the best airdrops to sort of farm, update. I've sent out just 2 tweets and already ranked 4th in points. And 2 tweets and I've actually ranked number 2 in points. Now this is because, number 1, Altcoin Daily is a juggernaut. We are huge. We are mega. So if your tweets that mention the token, if they get more engagement, you get more points. But also, there's not that many people doing things like this yet. So it pays to be early. Now the big question is it going to be worth it? Because obviously I'll get some Limewire tokens every month, but if it's too much work, it's not worth it. If there's not enough tokens, so I'm experimenting with this and a couple other protocol airdrop farming opportunities now. And by the way, you may remember this, about 7 months ago, I did an interview with PaalAI, the ChatGPT of crypto. There was many haters in the audience. You said, Austin, I don't know if AI and crypto really mix. 7 months ago, for PaalAI, was right around here in September, about 2 cents. The ChatGPT of crypto absolutely exploded since then. Is Mind AI the next Paal, but better? What's the data say? Mind AI isn't just another AI interface. It's an intelligent, interactive ecosystem directly available via Telegram. So this is the ChatGPT of crypto on steroids. Thank you, Mind AI, for sponsoring this segment of the video. And they're aiming to be better than PaalAI. And just based on the metrics, over 70 plus personalized AI interactions, ChatGPT 3.5, 4, and 4 Turbo, 100% rev share, as well as reaching up to 200% staking APY. Let me take you through the Telegram bot together, but this is audited, which I like. They have over 5,000 members already, with over 1,000 plus users and over 1 million plus prompts. So relatively small, but growing steadily. Looking at competition, we see Mind AI. Mind AI wins in data endpoints, chat archiving, connection to machine learning. PaalAI has won. But also, Mind AI has voice commands, multi-modality of interaction, 100% rev share. So it's aiming to be a better AI versus the competition. And let's test out the bot. Go on Telegram. And now on Telegram, let's start. Hi, I'm Mind AI bot. ChatGPT 4 Turbo, now available in settings. Create images with DALL-E 3 in image generation mode, and you can send voice messages instead of text. Important notes, the longer your dialogue, the more tokens are spent with each new message. Write in English for a better quality of answers, and GPT-4 Turbo consumes 10 times more tokens than ChatGPT, so use it when you really need it. So obviously we could do image generation, we could do voice. Today, let's just keep it basic, and we start by command new. I'm traveling to Dubai for token or for a conference. Plan my trip for a 30-year-old man. All right. That sounds like an exciting trip, Austin. Here's a suggestion. Here's a suggested itinerary for your conference trip to Dubai. Obviously, we could keep tweaking this, keep asking this to specify. And by the way, I am just skimming the surface of what this can offer. We see the different chat modes that it offers. So again, you can choose artist if you want, coding assistant if you're a developer. Ooh, Eva Elfie mode if you want a woman, I guess. Psychologist, English tutor, etc. Anyway, link down below. Always cool to check out what is being built. And interesting news or graphic for ICP. When it comes to blockchain and Web3, there is nothing you can build that can compete with those built on ICP. So they're claiming Binance, Avalanche, Solana, Ethereum claim to be decentralized, but are backed by the most centralized companies, yet ICP is different. I'm going to have to look into this. And news for the Base ecosystem, Bonsai 3 just integrated Base. We are bringing our no-code toolset for anything Web3 to the Base ecosystem. From now on, Base users can deploy tokens and create launchpad sales without the need to code. So this is the plug-and-play WordPress for AI and Web3. And news for Star Heroes. Gamified staking is live. And just as a reminder, Star Heroes is the #1 esports space shooter with over $1.6 million prize pool and over 400,000 plus pre-registered players. So obviously anything connected to esports, pretty big. This one also powered by Microsoft Grant and GameSwift. And the news today, like I said, gamified staking. This is a way, especially if you play the game, if you like crypto games, you can earn more tokens via their airdrop, via participating. One of the emerging games on Arbitrum. And final week until the roast of Altcoin Daily. Last chance to grab your tickets. Just for one more day, the flash sale has been extended. We are more than 70% sold out, so good luck getting a ticket. But link down below. Gonna be awesome. Hope to see you there.